Film season is back, NFL fans. Carolina Panthers quarterback Bryce Young recently participated in his very first training camp practices, and some Twitter clips recently emerged courtesy of Monty Fetty. And I want to go ahead and break down some of my observations from these clips because I feel like Bryce Young made some really nice plays. Now, obviously, it's very limited as to what clips are going to get out during training camp. You're technically not supposed to record out there, so you're probably going to see a lot more positive plays leaked than negative plays, but there were plenty of positive plays to talk about, so let's just get into it without further ado. So on this first play here, we're going to have a little roll out to the right, a little bootleg action here, and we got number 24, the safety. That is Von Bell. He's going to be firing into the face of Bryce Young. Bryce is going to have Adam Thielen here running sort of this deep over route. That's a terrible drawing. It's really more something like this, a little bit deeper than that. It's going to be man-on-man coverage here. And Bryce Young, I want you to observe a couple of things on this play with Bryce Young. First of all, he's going to do a really, really nice job with that fake there. Make it look exactly like a handoff, just like Peyton Manning says. You want to make all your fakes look exactly like a handoff. He keeps his eyes downfield. Good poise there. The safety tries to come in and bat it. And what I want you to notice here about this ball location to Adam Thielen right here is that the ball is thrown low and to the outside where only Thielen can get it. This is a really, really fantastic job here from Bryce Young on multiple different levels. We'll go ahead and roll it back here. Hits him with that little hard count, it looks like, too, to make the defense twitch. But great run fake. Great job keeping his eyes downfield. And that's perfect ball location right there to Thielen. That is really nice work there from Bryce Young in one of his first reps of training camp. So moving on to the second play here, there's a couple of things that I want to showcase with Bryce Young. He does, once again, a really good job of keeping his eyes downfield in the face of pressure and delivers a very accurate, well-timed ball. He's going to be stepping up here in the pocket, and he's going to have Adam Thielen running sort of a deep route, but we can't really see what the route is due to the camera cutting it off. But once Bryce Young steps up into the pocket, Adam Thielen is going to snap off his route into basically a comeback route, and Bryce Young's going to do a really good job of seeing it and delivering him a well-timed, accurate thrown football. So again, man, you see him right there. Pressure's not phasing him, and once again, we have to take into account that it's simulated pressure. It's not going to be at real 100% game speed, but still good job from Bryce there, keeping his eyes downfield. He doesn't have to worry that he's going to get hit, but at the same time, keeps his eyes downfield there and delivers a really, really nice ball to Adam Thielen on this comeback route. I'm not sure if it was a designed comebacker or once he stepped up, Adam snapped his route back. I actually think it might have been designed, but that's still perfect ball location there. In the face of pressure, he keeps his eyes downfield and delivers a well-timed strike to Adam Thielen. And this is the kind of poise that Bryce Young showed at Alabama, and this is the kind of poise that we hope that he will show at the NFL level, and it's really nice to see him doing it in his very first training camp practice. Love it. And you know that this Bryce Young to Adam Thielen connection is going to be something special, too. They're already developing that chemistry. Thielen is kind of the de facto top receiver there, him and DJ Chark. And as we'll showcase in another later clip, Bryce is developing great connection with both Thielen and Chark as well. Now, this third play here is to showcase that not everything was perfect from Bryce Young in his training camp debut, and that there is plenty to work on in his craft. So this is going to be a concern here for me moving forward into his NFL career, and something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. So we can see here we got a little bit of a play action. The first thing I want you to notice is that Brian Burns gets in here, and this probably would have been a sack if it were a real NFL game. Brian Burns with the pressure off the left edge like an absolute heat-seeking missile. But Bryce Young once again knows he's not going to get hit, steps up into the pocket here and tries to deliver it to, it looks like another comeback route actually, but you can see that a defensive lineman, I can't really tell who that is, but he gets up there and gets a piece of this ball and it flutters out of bounds or flutters out of reach of the defenders or the receiver. So this is something that you kind of have to be a little concerned about with Bryce Young because shorter quarterbacks do have the tendency to get balls batted. And if we come here, I'll try to pause it at the right time. Right there, you can sort of see Bryce Young having to tiptoe to see over the offensive line to deliver this throw. And this is somewhat of a risk with shorter quarterbacks because defensive linemen know that they can get their hands up and the ball's not going to travel too far ahead of the head of the defensive lineman, and they're able to get the ball ahead and get a piece of it. So we've seen shorter quarterbacks such as Kyler Murray have an issue with batted balls. Russell Wilson, not so much. So Bryce Young, I feel like, is going to have to watch a lot of Russell Wilson film to see how he's able to get the touch and velocity on his throws to avoid batted balls like this. We cannot have this at the NFL level, and it's something we're going to have to monitor for sure with Bryce Young. But we're going to end off here with some more good. This is easily Bryce Young's best throw of the day. Now, Panthers defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero is known for running a lot of cover 6, also known as quarter half coverage. So over here on the strong side of the formation, the defense is going to be running quarters coverage to that side of the field. But on the weak side of the formation, where DJ Chark is isolated, it's going to be essentially one-on-one coverage here. This guy is responsible for the entire half field. So it's basically going to be one-on coverage with DJ Chark and this defender right here. Now, one way to beat cover 6 or any coverage that has cover 2 elements is to attack the middle of the field. And that's what the Panthers are going to do here by dialing up a post. And Bryce Young is going to do a really nice job off the play fake. Once again, keeps his eyes downfield and lays up an absolutely beautiful ball for DJ Chark. Look at this ball location here. Little hitch. Steps up and splits those two defenders with that ball. That is gorgeous. And these are the kind of throws, again, that showcase why Bryce Young was the #1 overall pick. That's just beautiful, pure, raw arm talent right there. Once again, great job. Little subtle head movement to manipulate the defense, but splits the safeties with that throw. That's just nasty. We haven't really seen too many clips come out showcasing Bryce Young's mobility. That's another reason why he was drafted so high, but throws like this, man, not many people can lay out a beautiful moonshot like that. That is just perfect ball location. Beautiful. So overall, man, it certainly was not all perfect from Bryce Young, but he had a very strong training camp debut, and we're going to have to monitor throughout the course of training camp, the preseason, and the early part of the regular season if some of these negative plays, such as the batted balls, will continue into the NFL level. There is a chance that that could happen considering Bryce Young is only 5'10". But I also feel like there are way more positive plays on his tape that make up for it, and he showcased this on the practice film during his first training camp practice. All right, NFL fans, I'm curious about how you thought Bryce Young performed today. All right, NFL fans, how do you feel Bryce Young performed in his NFL training camp debut? And how excited are you to watch him in the preseason and in his first game in the regular season? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. And until next time, guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe so you don't miss another video. And thank you so much for watching. Peace out.